Is Tyrion going to get away with this or not? Where's Daenerys?
And you will find thousands of Unsullied who believe that it is.
Some of you may be quick to forgive. The Ironborn are not. I swore to follow Daenerys Targaryen.
You swore to follow a tyrant.
She freed us from a tyrant. Cersei is gone because of her, and Jon Snow put a knife in her heart. Let the Unsullied give him what he deserves.
Say another word about killing my brother and I'll cut your throat.
We've been cutting each other's throats long enough. Torgo and Nudum. Am I saying that properly? The people that used to live there are gone.
Okay, so are we just kind of...
Start your own house with the Unsullied as your bannermen.
Skipping what happened and...
We've had enough war. Thousands
portioning
of you,
out
thousands
land.
of them.
We do not need payment. We need justice. Jon Snow cannot go free.
It's not for you to decide.
You are not here to speak! Everyone has heard enough words from you.
This fate is for our king to decide. Or our queen.
We don't have a king or queen.
You're the most powerful people in Westeros. Choose one.
Make your choice then.
Why would he be for that? He followed Dany because he believed in her. I don't know. Jon is getting what he wanted in that he won't be king. I don't want that though, I want him to be king.
In statecraft. And
Uncle.
understand.
Please sit.
God, oh God. Poor Edmure. That's so awkward. But no, stop trying to win me back with humour. This is still a stupid situation. Look at Arya wanting to
We have
laugh.
to choose someone.
Why just us?
Yeah. Get some democracy up in here.
The decision about what's best for everyone should be left to, well, everyone.
Sit down, Sam. What a ridiculous idea.
I've had nothing to do but think these past few weeks about our bloody history.
Where is this going?
Stories. There's nothing in the world more powerful than a good story. Nothing can stop it.
Then what
No
who
enemy
makes for the
can
best
defeat it.
story?
And who has a better story than Bran the Broken? The boy who fell from a high tower and lived.
I feel like Bran is an extremely useful tool, but
That is the wheel.
not a leader.
Now on, rulers will not be born. They will be chosen. On this spot are the lords and ladies of Westeros.
I guess it's like
Serve
a
the realm.
King's Moot Ironborn situation, isn't it? Just as good as any. Avoid these horrible
I know you
dynasties.
don't want- If we choose you,
I really love this music.
will you wear the crown?
It's in the House of Undying
Will you lead
scene.
the Seven Kingdoms to the best of your abilities?
Why do you think I came all this way?
That's just a weird, sinister answer.
Say,
I don't like this at all. This is like a kind of villain origin story.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Aye. I'm not sure I get a vote, but aye.
Aye.
I don't know what this is. This is a very strange result. Who saw this coming? Did you?
The North will remain an independent kingdom, as it was for thousands of years.
He's not a leader though. I guess it's good that he doesn't like want power, but I think he should somewhat care about it. And he's just like, there is no spoon.
no, Your Grace, I don't want it.
And I don't want to be king.
Oh my god. Oh my
I don't
god.
deserve
This man is a criminal. He deserves justice.
He just got it. He's made many terrible mistakes. He's going to spend the rest of his life fixing them.
So our new king has chosen to send you to the Night's Watch. No one is very happy.
including the audience.
Was it right? What I did? It doesn't feel right.
Even now, Jon.
I don't expect we'll ever see each other again.
I wouldn't be so sure. A few years as Hand of the King would make anyone want to piss off the edge of the world.
I don't think this is even bittersweet. I feel like it's just bitter.
Sulliva Jonath.
So, are they happy just to disregard Daenerys' plans? You know, she wanted to liberate everybody else. So now she's dead, they're just like, let's go to where Missandei is from and chill there.
The North is free, thanks to you.
But they lost their king.
Ned Stark's daughter will speak for them. She's the best they could ask for. You can come see me, you know, at Castle Black.
I can't.
You think anyone will dare tell you women aren't allowed?
I'm not going back north.
This is like so unsatisfying. But she loves Jon, so I mean, she can go west of Westeros, but why can't she just come back every once in a while? Why has it got to be this horrible, like no one's happy situation? Just fucking push Bran into the sea. You wouldn't let like a supercomputer run a country, would you? You need like a collaboration of people who, yes, are fallible, but at least they give a crap. Is Brienne the head of the Gold Cloaks now? I guess she is, isn't she? Jaime Lannister will be in there. I guess that's kind of cool. That page is going to be stuck to the next one now. Oh, Brienne. Rock. Sam is the maester.
What's this?
A Song of Ice and Fire. I helped him with the title.
And Drogon? Any word?
He was last spotted flying east towards
Farther
the land.
away, the better.
Perhaps I can find him. Do carry on with the rest.
As you wish, Chris.
This is horrible. I feel like putting a like sort of omniscient person in power
We serve at your pleasure, King Bran the Broken,
help.
ruler of the Six Kingdoms.
These projects will begin as soon as the Master of Coin and Lord of Lofty Titles provides funding.
The Master of Coin is willing to fund reconstruction.
The Archmaester is less than enthusiastic about the salutary effects of brothels.
It would be interesting to have watched this with other people to see how they felt. I guess that's the pro of reactors with more than one person there. I wonder if anyone fully enjoyed this and were completely baffled by the response, or if it's like really unanimous. Yes, the props and costume department did a great job. So he's automatically back in the commander position, is he? Shouldn't have ever left him behind. I don't really know how to feel. I guess that's good. We still have a Stark in Winterfell, blah 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 blah. She has had a good arc over the entire series. Arya gets to be free and not constrained to castle life and the life of a lady, which is kind of cool. She's reclaimed her being a Stark and she's not no one. Jon gets to not be king, but he's still away from his family. Apart from wildlings, what is there beyond the wall to protect from? Everyone else has to walk. That's okay. Oh look, some greenery. Covered in coal. Hairy people. Okay, so I guess there's, you know, circularity in that Daenerys was betrayed by a Lannister like her father and was murdered after becoming mad like her father. Just it was cool that the Iron Throne was destroyed. You know, it symbolises the history that has been repeating itself, that's overhanging and rippling, causing destruction. What with Daenerys trying to reclaim her right to the throne and Jon potentially, having the potential to reclaim it. But what obviously happened there was that they decided that there should be a new way to decide who is on the throne, which is good. I like that. I would preferred Jon to have been on the throne. Or at least just not be consigned to being at the Night's Watch. For what reason? Like, what's happening there? I don't quite understand. I mean, the Starks kind of have a monopoly on Westeros now, which isn't that great, I'm just still not quite sure how I feel about the three-eyed raven being king. Like I said, I think it is a very good asset. Like a kind of amazing maester. But I don't think he particularly has the skills to lead, although I guess he can just access his forever brain that he's got and make all the right decisions for some reason. I don't think it necessarily works like that. He has the history and the power, but I don't know. I do feel like you need to have someone like Jon who cares about the little people and has a heart. But I suppose Jon is kind of compromised with allowing half of the shit that Daenerys did and following her to the end, almost. So maybe it was a good choice. I feel like it is kind of disappointing to have Jon's heritage not really mean anything in the end. I guess only a small portion of people know. I suppose he didn't necessarily want to take on that mantle, but also it was like a really strong fan theory, one that I was aware of from the books, and something that people really thought would culminate in something. I guess it kind of did, with it being a tension between all the characters in the final series, but ultimately it didn't result in anything major, which is kind of disappointing. Though I suppose kind of the point of this ending was that surnames and dynasties and heritage shouldn't necessarily mean anything. It'd be nice to think that the North could be completely free of winter eventually, with a little blade of grass, showing that spring might be upon them. That would be nice. Hopefully Jon could end up living in an idyllic forest rather than a barren, snowy land. Jon was always at home at the Night's Watch. He made a home for himself when he was a bastard. I think I'd be more happy there if I felt that if he could leave, that's the whole deal with the Night's Watch, that you have to stay there and you can't take a wife or have children. It's just frustrating that he's taken away from his family again, and also that he has this mark on him of having committed a crime of killing his queen when we all know that it was the right choice. It just seemed frustrating and bittersweet. I don't know how to feel about the like small council scene. I think I would have liked to have known who all the positions were going to be held by. I initially assumed it was going to be all the people that were at that meeting, the leader of the Baratheons, the leader of the Ironborn, and so on. But I suppose they all have their own parts of the country or their own people to lead. I mean, like Bran said that they need to find the master who will be the master of whispers, and I feel like Bran probably won't need that. I hope that they don't. That isn't someone that. I suppose you need like a spy for other countries to. I suppose you need like a spy network to deal with other countries, but you'd hope that their own that Westeros isn't going to be so embroiled in this horrible drama and gossip and backstabbing like it was before. You'd hope. I suppose now I think about it, I didn't mention it before, but Missandei was from Narth, wasn't she? And she was a slave, so I suppose they could be enslaved there, and maybe that's what Grey Worm is planning to go on doing. It's just kind of concerning because he's a fighter, he's a warrior, and you do kind of need diplomats and politicians for this kind of thing, although I suppose taking slaves off slavers probably isn't going to work just by talking to them. You need to fight them. But yeah, I don't like the idea of just like the Unsullied going around the world and fulfilling Daenerys's plans. Oh well, that's the end. It was okay. I'm glad that I've seen it now, because then I can fully take part in conversations that people have about it, and I can stop trying to avoid spoilers. This is Jekyll. Hello, baby. Yeah, I'm glad it's done with. I'm just hoping on the day that HBO make a Stormlight Archive series. That's my favourite book series, and I trust Brandon Sanderson to end it better than D&D did, and potentially George R. R. Martin will. I hope I don't think it's particularly fun to watch reactions to people that are watching things that they're not particularly enjoying or they're not super enthusiastic about anymore. But I thought I might as well just finish off the damn series. Especially, it might help if you're one of the people that aren't enthusiastic about it anymore. Then you can watch and potentially agree with me. But I find that, I'd rather watch a reaction of someone that really fucking loves something. So hopefully all the future videos on my channel will be that. We'll see, maybe a series that I cover in future will take a stark downturn. But we'll see. I hope you enjoyed that reaction. Post comments below about how you felt about the series finale and the final season. Jekyll, hide. Come here, boy. Hello, hide. And post comments of shows you'd like me to react to in future. And post comments of shows you'd like me to react to in future. Hopefully I'll get this up before 2020. I've got a few other episodes to record and edit, but I hope you had a great year, and I hope next year's a better one. Sit down, Sam. What a ridiculous idea.